name is Jamie Young with Sellstate Executive Real Estate. We're here today with Rita Hazel, our new in-house lender from New American Funding. She's here to talk about some of the different loan products. We're going to talk about some of the myths in the loan industry and some of the steps in the process of getting a loan. So without further ado, I want to introduce Ms. Rita Hazel from New American Funding. We're going to ask her some questions about the home loan process and the steps that we need to take in order to obtain a loan.
Great, Jamie. I am happy to be here. Thank you so much. It's been fun partnering with you over the past several years. And just Sellstate Executive Real Estate, what you're doing here I think is phenomenal. You do an excellent job of helping clients get into homes and just the passion around it. So I'm excited to take our relationship further to help even more people get into homes. You were asking about the application process. And so one of the first things that I like to do is just make sure people understand there's really 5 key things that will tell you whether you can apply for a loan. And so for anyone who's interested in buying a home, the first thing that they want to ask themselves is, number 1, have they been successfully renting over the past 2 years? Mm-hmm. And for us, successfully renting just means that you've been making your monthly payment on time and you don't have any 30-day late payments. So you could have had a late payment, but as long as it's not more than 30 days late, for us in the mortgage industry, that's fine. The second thing that we look for is just that you are employed successfully over the last 2 years, and that just means that you do not have any breaks more than 6 months and you've been steadily working, and so that you can show a progression, or that you've been at a company for 2 years or more, or even if it's 3 different companies within that 2 years, it's completely fine as well, as long as it's the same industry.
So let me ask you this. You have a lot of buyers. The first thing that they ask, well, how do we get a mortgage? How do we obtain a mortgage? What's the first process? If I came to you and say, hey, Rita, Jamie recommended me to you. Mm-hmm. He said you are the greatest person in the world, you're best out there. What is the process of obtaining a home loan?
Well, it's right within these steps, because I really would talk to them about the 5 steps that they should ask themselves. And so we kind of go through that. So if you have your housing for 2 years, you have been employed, your credit score is acceptable for one of our loan products, which is normally 580 and above. And then the last 2 things is just basically that you have assets to be able to purchase, and we'll talk more. I know you and I had said we'd talk more specifically about that later. And then just that you have a debt to income ratio that allows you to purchase. So once we talk through those 5 items, in reality, what you need to do is apply. So your first step is that you literally need to apply with a lender, because it takes a lender to be able to tell you whether or not you can actually approve for a home.
So you say, how do I apply? If I was just trying to get a home loan, how do I apply? Do I apply online, or is there a website? Or
There is, and so one of the easiest ways to apply is just online. And so I know when you link people over to me, you often will automatically send them a link where they can apply online. It's a 5 to 10 minute process. That first process is not like I'm going to apply and it's going to take me an hour to fill out an application.
So what are some of the tools what will I need as far as applying? What will that look like?
When you start, you just need the information, and so you need to know how much you're paid. You need to know where you live. You need to know your work history over the last 2 years. Mm-hmm. And you're just filling out all this information so you can give me, the lender, a place to start. And we literally can take that information and we'll end up verifying every single piece of it. That's what happens when you apply for a loan. So you want to put in accurate information. But really, an online application, some people don't like doing things over computer systems though, so we also have it set up. I have a team so people can call in and I can take their application over the phone. You can also set an appointment. We have a local office, and so being able to set an appointment and come in, and we can take people's applications in person.